What's going on, everyone? Badger here. Sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. Actually, let's wind back the clock because back in 2022, Amazon and MGM had a little merger where Amazon paid $8.5 billion ostensibly just so they could get the rights to James Bond, Jimmy Bond, as his friends call him. And we haven't really seen anything from them since. And that's because along with that 8 billion plus purchase, they got Barbara Broccoli. Broccoli if you want to be gauche, but Broccoli if you're an Italian. She's, of course, the descendant of the original owners of Bond. And hey, they had their rules. One of those was that Bond was a womanizer, Bond was a white man, and a couple other things. Her father famously told her, don't let temporary people make permanent decisions. And so there was a back and forth with her until we got Amazon paying her off, where 1 billion extra dollars was given to her so she could go away. So her and her writing partner, Michael G. Wilson, could go away. This was right around the time where we heard that Jennifer Salke was replaced and that she could go away too. And that meant rather that there was nothing stopping Amazon from now doing anything that they want with James Bond, because the last safeguards were bought off for $1 billion, which is why it is oh so not surprising when we see things like this, that the next James Bond that we're looking at is oh so black, lovely eyes, Aaron Pierce, who obviously we've talked about him. This is your Jon Stewart in the upcoming Lanterns for DCU. Also, one of the reasons I don't think this is true, because even though Lanterns isn't proven, he does have a fairly high commitment to playing that character for the next couple years, and to also play a franchise lead as Bond. I don't know. And also, boy, what a mistake this would be for all the reasons. James Bond is a white character. Stop miscasting the characters. Come on, you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. Enough time has passed now. We can just go back to having the characters be the characters. This is, of course, from Daniel RPK, being widely reported that Aaron Pierce is one of the names. So to be fair, one of the names being considered for the next James Bond. Not sure if they actually met him yet. So being considered, but they're not even sure if they've met him yet. So we will take it with a grain of salt. The last time we heard from them was, of course, right after they paid that extra $1 billion to get rid of Broccoli and Michael, and saying that, basically, we appreciate every creative decision with James Bond, with Barbara Broccoli and all of them masterfully steering it and all of that. But thanks for your service. Goodbye now. We're honored to be working on the next James Bond, which, guess what? They've got Amy Pascal and David Heyman. And of course, as noted here, Heyman, who he worked on the original Harry Potters, but he's also working on this new gen of Harry Potters over at HBO. And of course, they race swapped Severus Snape. And then Pascal's working on the new Chronicles of Narnia, where, of course, you're going to get Meryl Streep Aslan. So that'll be fun. If we go back to source material, Ian Fleming, of course, describes him as a white man. You see here the first descriptions of him in Casino Royale. As he tied his thin, double-ended black satin tie, he paused for a moment and examined himself levelly in the mirror. His gray-blue eyes looked calmly back with a hint of ironical inquiry, and the short lock of black hair, which would never stay in place, slowly subsided to form a thick comma above his right eye. So essentially how we've had him looking, Pierce Brosnan, Sean Connery. That is how he should look. This is why when people were complaining about the I'm actually excited about this video game now, and it's the first time we're really going to see James Bond before he's even James Bond, when he is he's simply a member of the Navy. He's a Navy crewman and go on. But when everyone's complaining and saying he looks soy, I was like, bro, at least he's a straight white dude. Like we could be getting exactly what it looks like they might be going for the movies. Again, we just got to outright reject this. How to Train Your Dragon, Astrid stuck out. the race swaps stick out. There's just no reason for them. I don't want Ryan Gosling T'Challa, as fun as that joke is. And so let's just let the characters be characters. And when you've now spent $9 billion basically on James Bond, you think it would behoove you to at least keep the character as source accurate as you can. Famously, Beau DeMayo, who light-skinned black man himself, you would think would be apt to all the messaging, doesn't, cares about source material. He said that you should just make James Bond a period piece, put him in the 50s before cell phones, and keep him that womanizing white man. And that's all I got to say about that. Anyway, let me know what you think about all this. Make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And
well, bye.